Okay, Richie from Driftomaniacs here, and this is my weekend workshop. I'm going to be talking about my Losi DPLA, very briefly about the TRex eRevo 2.0, quite a bit about my 6S Armour Granite brushless conversion. That is going to be a monster, but more on that in just a minute. And also my TRex TRex 4. So let's get going. As ever, any comments or questions you might have on these cars, please do ask away and have your say in the comment section below the video. And if you like all of this stuff, particularly this beast, then don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, let's see what we're up to. And what a busy weekend it's been. I was up to about 2:30 this morning. This is my Losi DPLA XLE. In the video that I shot the other day, I was losing a lot of power because the front wheels were ballooning up, which is maybe an indicator that all is not well with the centre diff. So we're going to take that apart this evening and maybe put some thicker oil in there. I'll just check the grease level in there to see just what is going on in there. But I think it's the centre diff that seems to be the issue. But no major issues other than that with that one today. My Revo, just in need of a very good clean. I'll come back to the Armour Granite in just 1 sec. Okay, well, moving on to my TRex TRex 4. It's been a labour of love, a lot of hours going into this. I do run it through water, no bones about that. I know it's going to have problems every now and again on there. I will say that the TRex TRex 4 benefits from being run at least once, if not twice a week, to keep everything free and moving. Not the kind of car that likes to sit in your cupboard for even a couple of weeks at a time. I've had to take the rear and front diff cases off. Get all of the rust and muck out of there and grease those back up. Think everything's working, all back together. I even take the 2-speed box apart in the middle. Not an inconsiderable job to do. All that's fine, just a little bit more grease on there. That hadn't rusted at all, bizarrely just the water had got in the front and rear diff cases on there. Well, I've sorted most of the problems out, and I've got 2 of the wheels driving now, but I've still got 2 that aren't working, so I need a little bit more work and TLC on there. But anyway, the main part of today's video is my Armour Granite. This is a 4x4, the stock version, as opposed to the new version, but this version is brushless. The keen-eyed amongst you in and out will have spotted the Castle Mamba X setup. That's a 5700 kV motor. Now this setup successfully, I've run this on 6S in both my TRex 4 Tech and my Axial SMT10. So just got a 2S pack in here just while I'm testing it at the minute. Even on 2S, the Castle motor is generating so much power that this happens. Let me just get the controller. And the keen-eyed here, and those of you with keen hearing will recognise the slipper clutch is slipping. I have tightened the thing, I have roughened up the surfaces on both the plate and the pad itself. Still no joy, it just immediately starts slipping. So I'm probably going to have to put a couple of screws through and make it into a fixed setup and overcome the slipper clutch completely. Not ideal, but there we are, then that should work. And then later on this week, I'm going to be doing, first of all, test it on 3S, then 4S, then fingers crossed 6S. Not sure if we're going to have to add any weight in the front. We'll see. I'm going to feed the power in very gradually because it's still got the plastic rear input shaft, which is a notorious weak point on the Armour Granite. On the new one, it is a metal rear input shaft. I would say, guys, don't buy the new one for an old Armour Granite. The gear pitch is different. It will not fit in this car, as I found out. Anyway, that's it for this weekend workshop. I hope that was of interest. If it was, and you want to see these cars running in anger again, then please do subscribe. Any comments or questions, as ever, most welcome.
We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.